what I think about Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage. Wow, that is a mouthful to say. So this last Tuesday, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 came out on the PS4, which is a bundle-esque game that actually is made up of 3 games in one. Well, more like 2 games in a movie that is just a series of CGI cutscenes made for a game that never had CGI cutscenes. The actual games included in this package include Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and a brand new game called Kingdom Hearts 0.2. Being a Kingdom Hearts fan, I of course decided to try the game out, and guess what? It's actually pretty good. Well, I mean, it's as good as a 3-hour-long Kingdom Hearts game could be, at least. Now, before you all start asking whether or not I'm out of my flipping marbles for saying that a game that is only 3 hours long is actually good, let me explain why this game is so short next to its bigger brothers. 0.2 is more of a super over-glorified tech demo made by Tetsuya Nomura to show off the type of gameplay and content Kingdom Hearts 3 will feature. Is that a bad thing? Is it a Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes incident? The answer to both of these questions is no. There are 3 reasons for this. 1. Ground Zero is a game that could be beaten in under an hour without even trying. That being said, 0.2 is already about 3 times that game's length. Number 2. Ground Zero sold for $40 with only itself to justify the price. 0.2 is packaged with a full-length game and a CGI movie, so it doesn't have to rely on itself to sell the whole package, even though it was probably the whole reason why people bought this game in the first place. And finally, number 3, 0.2 has way more to do than just one long stupid mission. So I've already said that this game is pretty good, yeah? But just for a brief second before I get into what I think is the best part about this game, I want to go over the story. Now, if you're a person who believes that this game is absolute perfection and that there's absolutely no problems with this game whatsoever, you may not like what I'm about to say. But hear me out before you start spamming me with hate. I like this game's story. I don't love it, but I like it. Without going into too much spoiler territory, I'll give you a brief synopsis of basically what happens in the game. Aqua from Birth by Sleep is trapped in the realm of darkness after saving her friend Terra from falling into the realm himself. She wanders around the realm, running into key worlds that she had visited briefly in the realm of light, but now they're all screwed up because, you know, they're in the world of darkness, which means bad things. Her primary goal is to find a way out of the realm, but thanks to certain circumstances, she is unable to do so, and she isn't able to leave until Sora and the gang go to rescue her and Terra and her other sleepyhead friend Ven in Kingdom Hearts 3. The overall story and events that take place are pretty well done for the most part and are pretty well written, and it also clears up some of the more blurrier aspects of the Kingdom Hearts story so far. Okay, so what don't I like about the story? Well, for starters, the writing in a few places felt a little bit too off for me. A lot of the game's dialogue is Aqua talking to herself, which, yeah, makes sense, she is by herself in this realm after all. However, this leads to a lot of the dialogue kind of feeling a bit philosophical in a few places. For the most part, it's fine, it's not too bad, but there are certain areas where Aqua will say something that is happening and then go on to explain why it's happening. I can't believe I'm actually saying this in context of Kingdom Hearts, but please do not explain everything. Some things are just better left by themselves and given to the audience to interpret. Yes, some explanation is needed, but I'm pretty sure a good majority of people playing this game can figure out what Aqua's inner demons are. You don't have to spell it out for us. The other area that was a problem for me was the certain story bits that were not explored to their full potential. Those of you who have played the game probably know what I'm talking about. There's a particular scene that happens about 3/4 into the game where very, and I do mean very important information about Terra and his current condition is conveyed to us. But then as soon as things start to get interesting, they just stop the scene and move on to the final quarter of the game. Personally, I think this could have been a very cool and interesting moment, or at least one that was more cool and interesting. All it needed was just to have a little more meat to it. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, instead of taking your sweet old time telling us about Aqua's inner demons, why not just let us in on some of the more deeper things about Terra's condition? Like, give us a little more context of what's really going on in this scene. At this point in the game, we have heard a lot about Aqua and her condition, but next to nothing about the conditions of her friends in the outside world. And this scene could have helped us as players to learn a little bit more about it through Terra's condition, which has been a mystery that most Kingdom Hearts fans are just dying to figure out. I'm not saying give us too much and ruin a potential twist that will probably take place in the next game. I'm just saying maybe explore a little bit more of his particular situation. This, in my opinion, would have made this scene more satisfying for me, and would have made me even more hyped to see what happens in Kingdom Hearts 3. Alright, so let's talk about what I think is the best part, or rather, parts of this game. The gameplay and the presentation. The gameplay, as I said earlier, is supposed to be a taste of what is to come in Kingdom Hearts 3, and after playing it, I've gotta say, I am really hyped to see what they do with this. The combat system especially is just so fast and fluid, and after comparing this control scheme to Kingdom Hearts 3D's control scheme, this game plays like an absolute dream. It really does feel like the devs made the perfect mixture of the older battle systems and the new ones, combining stuff like the old command menu and the magic shortcuts with the new form changes like Spellweaver and Wayfinder is just so brilliantly executed, and it never feels like you are only just spamming the X button over and over again. Magic is fast, flashy, and even can be turned into combos with more diverse triangle button prompts that actually make you think about how you want to start off your combos and play it into how you want to plan your attack. And all of this happens really quickly, not even giving you a second to think, because boy, these Heartless are out for blood and will do whatever they can to chip away at your green health bar. All of this combines into what I personally believe to be my new favorite combat system in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, which, yes, does mean that I personally believe that this is better than the system in Kingdom Hearts 2. And with more stuff and abilities to be added in Kingdom Hearts 3, I am on the first class ticket to Hypeville because yes, it is that good. Combat is only half of the fun of a Kingdom Hearts game though, the other half is left to the exploration, which is also really well done. It is honestly really surprising to me just to see how much exploration was actually jammed into this game, and just what sort of various means of exploration you could do. From platforming across broken buildings to solving mind-bending puzzles, this game has got you covered in your search for the little goodies and treasures. Not only that, but add it with the new objective system that gives you little achievements to unlock for said exploration, that in turn gives you parts to customize Aqua's appearance, and it really gives this game quite the replayability, which for a game this size is amazing to see. There's also a boss rush mode you can unlock, unlockable cutscenes, the legendary critical mode, and the new setting that allows you to turn off EXP game, which now just makes me want to try critical boss rush with no EXP game. Is that going to be good for me? Probably not, but hey, it'll probably make for a good stream. And at this point, do I even have to say that this game looks gorgeous? For me, it's right up there with Ratchet & Clank, Battlefront, and Bloodborne as one of the best looking games on the system. And of course, the music is very well done as well. I mean, when it comes to Yoko Shimomura, you can't really go wrong. My only gripe is the fact that I haven't been able to find a single song from 0.2's OST to listen to while I edit this video, which is probably due to legal reasons, but still, that hasn't stopped the internet before. So, I'll give it a few weeks. So, that's what I thought of Kingdom Hearts 0.2. It's a pretty good game, and is definitely one that I'd recommend for Kingdom Hearts fans. For anyone who's not familiar with the games, I would say wait until March when all the game's remasters come to the PS4. Play those, then go ahead and try out this game. And that is it for this video. Thank you all so very much for watching. I know some of my loyal subscribers were expecting a video on Frogger and the Great Quest, but after playing this game, I just simply wanted to make a video about it. Do not worry though, the Frogger video is coming and will probably be the next big video that I upload. If you are new and would like to catch that video, go ahead and subscribe and make sure to hit that little bell icon to get all the notifications when my videos release. I'll see you all next time. Later, dudes.